Hello, Foster Care 85 here. This is actually going to be a three-part video. Um, uh, my therapist has asked me or assigned me to write about my rapes. Um, I've I've had situations in my juvenile life where I've been sexually assaulted. And I've talked about those with people, and it's already, if you've watched my other videos, you can hear about those. Um, but these are the ones that really really got to me, I guess you'd say. When she first told me to write these stories, write these things out, I didn't think that it was. I didn't think they would be that beneficial. I mean, I knew the story. I didn't see how putting it on paper is going to make it any different. But I bought this book by Gary Sellers called "My Silence is Broken." It's a workbook helping survivors of sexual abuse and rape, and it says it was not your fault. And the first section of the book is to tell your story. And it has little blank pages in here where you can write it. Well, I wrote it on separate paper, and I'm gonna do videos because I hope that maybe they can help someone else say, you know what, I'm not gonna be silenced anymore. This happened to me. It was wrong, and yeah, I'm still working on those things. So I just started the workbook. Anyway, my first time being raped, I was 17. I had just gotten out of foster care. It was Mother's Day. My mother and my half sister, we were going to be going to my grandmother's to celebrate the holiday. But before we got there, we went. We stopped by. We stopped by a grocery store, Food Lion. And while my mother and half sister shopped, I went over to the magazine section and looked at magazines. Um, and that's where I met two guys, who I'm sure I thought they were cute at the time. Um, Somehow the conversation was struck up, and I made plans to go hang out with them. Uh, but I told them that I needed to tell my mother where I was going, which wasn't really telling her much, like where I was going or even who I was with. It was more like, I'm going to hang out with friends I ran into, and I'll have them drop me off either at grandma's or our house. And so the three of us got in the car, and I didn't even notice the maker, model, or even the color. So if something crazy did have happened, I wouldn't have known anything. I also don't remember a lot of conversation on the way to where we were going. Um, there was probably some, but I don't remember. Um, which ends up being where we're going, which ends up being a clearing in the woods. Um, where um, where they uh, where I don't know like where this is, or I have no idea. They start lighting up blunts of what I thought was just marijuana. Um, I thought it was strange they were so eager to share. It seemed to me that I was hitting the blunts like way more than they were. It seemed like it was getting passed real quick, like right back to me. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just thought they were maybe I thought they were courteous. I don't know what I thought. Um, but well, and well, it seemed that I was learning about I had learned about ketamine from some like horrible roommates that me and my wife had stayed with a couple years back. They did it on the regular, like, and when they did it, they like went in the bedroom and then like they told us that they weren't going to they weren't be available for a while, and I think I know why. Uh, and so it was then that I put two and two together. That I was, what I was drugged with and then raped. Um, I was sitting in the back seat, and I remember seeing one of the guys out of the car and walking away, like into the woods. And I think all I remember next is being laid down and having my pants removed. And I think when he laid me back, maybe the high took over me more. Um, I don't think I really knew what was happening until I realized my body like wouldn't move. Um, I can't even remember if I was saying no or if I could say no. But I know I was scared. Um, I couldn't push him off of me. Um, when it was over, they must have asked me where I lived, and I must have told them to go back towards the grocery store where they met me at, because I lived near there. Um, but the drugs must have really, really been sitting in my brain, because I was looking out the window, I guess, and I seen a interstate sign that didn't look like it was going in the direction of where I lived, and I was becoming real scared that I was becoming kidnapped, and I was like, oh, and I was pretty much, I think, thinking in my head, wow, this is like happening. Like, I actually went off with two people I don't know. I got raped, and now I'm getting kidnapped. Um, well, I did talk to them. I asked them. I think I kind of like asked them to please take me home or whatever. And I think they might have asked me what I was talking about, and I think I might have told them that um, it didn't seem like we were going the way we were supposed to be going, but then we were. So everything was fine. Um, got to my house. I got out the car. I walked in my grandma's house. I think I tried to try, be as straight as possible, but that wasn't gonna happen. Um, I walked into the kitchen. I sat down at the table. I saw the food. I guess munchies must have set in hard. Um, that, and at this time, I really didn't get high that much. Um, and I could feel my mother and my grandmother like looking at me while I was like having the munchies with a vengeance. But I'm like so high and like apparently so hungry. Um, my brain like doesn't allow itself to care. Um, that they see me like this. Um, so I guess like once I fulfill my hunger, I go to my old bedroom where I stayed at when I lived with my grandma, and just passed out. Um, my mother comes in and wakes me up and tells me that I have to go home with her, that I don't live here anymore, that I live with her. And I eventually get up and get into my mother's car and went home. And I'm sure I went back to sleep. And I think the next day, my mother asked me like what was wrong with me, and I think I think I just admitted that I smoked pot, and like I think she might have like said something. I think I might have argued that there's nothing wrong with it. I never told anybody about this. Well, I said that. Actually, I've done so many takes in this video. Sorry. What I'm gonna say quickly is I've never told anybody about this until my wife, and then my current therapist, and now the world. Um, so, thanks for listening. Um, and yeah, thanks for listening.